NAFTA's been a catastrophe for our country. It's been a catastrophe for our workers and our jobs and our companies. They're leaving our country. I want to change it, and maybe we do it. Maybe we do a new NAFTA.
Maybe do a new NAFTA.
Trump talking trade and finally tweeting about tax reform Friday morning, and Wall Street seemed to be noticing. Until that tweet, President Trump had solely focused on trade with no mention or very little mention of taxes.
So should investors be worried? Well, let's bring in our Fox Business All-Stars, Charlie Gasparino, Lauren Simonetti. Now, Charlie, you've been reporting on this all week. What do you know now? What's going on?
We're going to do a new NAFTA, maybe a new one, maybe a new country. Listen, I mean, I think take the trade stuff out. I think the regulatory overhaul is very good. Proof is in the pudding. Let's see how they're going to do it. You know, he's speaking a lot of platitudes lately, but if he really goes after Dodd-Frank, and I think Gary Cohn is smart enough, his head of the National Economic Council, is smart enough to know, you know, the stuff in Dodd-Frank that needs to be taken out immediately, right? He worked at Goldman Sachs a long time, so that's a positive. Taxes, we really need more. I think more disclosure on exactly what's his tax plan. You know, does he do the business tax first? Does he do individual taxes, and the timetable of that? NAFTA is another story. I mean, I think, you know, one of the problems with Trump, I think, is the frenzy of doing so much. You don't prioritize. And I think one of the big priorities that the market was looking for was taxes and regulatory reform right off the bat, not, you know, messing around with NAFTA. You know what I'm saying?
But Charlie, you reported all week that you were talking to large institutional investors.
Right.
And one of the reasons why the stock market had stalled out since mid-December was that this wasn't something that the administration put out of the gate. So did they get what they wanted on Friday morning? At least now it's back in the headlines?
I think, you know, if you looked at the market, yeah, they got some of what they, you know, bank stocks responded positively to the news, at least initially. I just think, you know, it's one day, and I think you just have to see how this pans out, because there's not a lot of daylight into exactly what they're going to do.
Yeah.
There's really no daylight into what they're going to do with taxes yet, is there? I mean, you know.
That's a good point. And Lauren, you know, so Paul Ryan was saying maybe by August. And to what Charlie's saying, I mean, if they just, you know, maybe cut corporate taxes, but then that border tax is still in there. You've got the Koch brothers
and it's all intertwined. First of all, he's only 2 weeks in, and he has done so much. Should he have touched taxes first? Maybe. That's maybe what his base wants to hear, that they're getting a personal tax cut. But like you noted, do it all in one step, do personal and corporate at the same time. Now the question is how. Where does the border tax come in?
Yeah, but wait a second. Koch brothers are mad. Hang on, sorry. The Koch brothers are mad about that. The Koch brothers are saying to Republicans, we ain't going to give you campaign donations if you do that border tax.